everyone, it's Mina and I'm coming to you with another video. I received a package from Yoseka Stationery and I thought I'd unbox it real fast. It's not anything, there's like an ink in here, but I think everything else isn't really fountain pen related too much. But I have some other inks to swatch, and so I thought I'd just unbox this and then yeah, just go from there. Because unboxing Yoseka Stationery items is so fun. Okay. So I have this, and then I have this. This has the ink in it. Sorry it's crinkly, it's probably a little loud. Ooh, I love that washi tape. Save that washi tape. Save the washi. In here, I have two of the same thing. We have Sailor 130, sorry, not 123, 130. And I think that is the same thing, but there should be another small thing, so that might be in here. I'm not going to open it because it's not for me, but it's literally the same ink as this. And then I have this. Two pieces of washi tape. That's neat washi tape. Pretty. They always write like a little personal note. I think that's so cute. So we have the Sarasa Grand. I always want to say Grand because it sounds fancier. This is the metal bodied pen of their vintage series. It's the Bordeaux purple, as you can see. I actually want like all of these, but I figured I'd just stick with one for now and see how it goes. And then the other little thing is just a converter, so that's not a big deal. That's all. And then there's some. Where'd it go? And then, as much as I don't like these, I have another kyo-iro mini converter. I really hate these, but it's come in handy, and I needed it. I didn't want to have to unink my other kyo-iro, and I still want to use a kyo-iro, so I got another one of these. And as you'll see in a few days, I got a couple more. So I hate them, but now I have a bunch of them. But I'm going to swatch this, and then I also have some samples from Ms. Turtle that came in my birthday box that I had set aside and found while I was doing other things, or I was looking for something else and found them. I was like, oh, I never swatched those. Moonlight of Higashiyama. And then we have also Robert Oster, Australian Opal Mauve, which I suspect looks a lot like Sydney Lavender, and I have brought my card over so we could see if that's true or not. And then I also have a sample that I got from Goulet Pens of Sailor Manyo Kaki Tsubata. Kaki Tsubata? I'm probably... Kaki Tsubata, maybe? I'm probably putting the emphasis on the wrong syllables, but there you go. So, this is the 8th ink from the second Sailor Manyo line that we just got in the ink flight. This is the one that we didn't get that I was really looking forward to trying. So I just ordered that. So yeah, so we've got some fun inks to swatch. I actually have 4 cards here, and yeah. That worked out. I just happened to have them sitting here, and they're ready to go. So get our dip pen ready. And a piece of paper. There's a note on here. Oh. Okay. Alright, so, and then I'll do like a writing sample of this pen, because why not? because I have been a fan of pen. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Okay. This is what it looks like in the cap. It's just a really pretty pink. I think it's kind of dual shady from what I remember. I saw somebody on Instagram, and I can't remember who. Somebody had written with it. I was like, oh yeah, I need that one. So we got this from Yoseka Stationery. And this is Sailor. It's one that's been on my wish list for a while. Ink Studio number 130. And I just never got it. So I was actually signed up on the wait list for this pen, and it came through, and I was like, well, I can't just buy like a pen, like a gel pen. Like, I mean, I could have, but I was like, oh, let me get some of this ink here. I need some of the other stuff anyway, so okay, well. So it worked out. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, that's real pretty. Do, 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 do. Did I get everything? Make sure I got everything. Ooh, that's very pretty. That is very pretty. Another Sailor Ink Studio to add to the collection. I need to reorganize my pen shelf so I can see where I'm at on these, but I know between samples and inks, I have a lot of them. Not a lot of them, but enough. It's doing some really cool shading. It looks like what I want Sailor Manyo. Do I have that pen right here? The Sailor Manyo Sakura, it's what I wanted that to be, and it's not. So here is a comparison in case you were curious or wondering. Like, this looks orange compared to this one. Let's zoom in a little bit. Like, it looks orange next to this. This is what I thought that was going to look like. This is amazing. I'm very pleased. Alright, we'll set this off to dry. We will get on with our next one. I'm going to do the next Sailor ink because why not? I have to figure out what I want to get from Goulet because I haven't ordered from them in a long time, and I definitely don't need any more pens. I definitely actually don't need any more inks, but this is what that one looks like. For your birthday, you can get a free random ink sample thing. I'm like torn. Like, do I need that? No, I definitely don't need that, but do I want to get it just because it's like a fun birthday treat? And I got this at Goulet Pens. Come on, you. This is fun. I'm gonna have to set up that lamp that I had that one time in that recent video because like it's 4 o'clock, it's 4:30 and I haven't lost light yet, but in a few, like not very long, I will have lost light by this time. So I'm gonna have to do something because otherwise I'm only gonna have to like record videos first thing in the morning, and if I am doing videos on a work day, that's like when I'm the busiest. So, ooh, pretty. I thought this was a little more purpley than it is, but it's just a really, I don't know if this is considered blue or purple, because sometimes it looks purple and sometimes it looks blue. Is it a blurple? I don't know. It's pretty though. It looks blue. It looks like a blue. I think. I've made my decision. It looks like a blue. It's very pretty. I'm glad I got a sample to try it. I like the way these two look next to each other. I love pink and like navy blue together anyway. And then we have these two from Miss Turtle. I'm going to save this one for last because that's the one I'm most excited about. And I just feel like torturing myself a little bit. So, I mean, it's not really torture, it's just ink, but I need one card, not two. Can you see this? My microphone stand is like in the way, but if I turn it, then you can't hear me. I know that I like this ink, the Moonlight of Higashiyama. I had a sample of it, I think from an ink flight. Oh, let me cap this. From an ink flight, actually, and it was one that I used for 30 inks, and I used it all up. It's a very pretty orangey color. It's just really nice. I don't know why Moonlight. I haven't researched why it's called what it's called, because Moonlight doesn't make me think of orange, but it is what it is. There's a reason, I'm sure. Moonlight. I think it's of Higashiyama, yeah. That looks terrible, but whatever. I don't feel like throwing the card away, so we're just gonna do it. Oh, that's so pretty. I can't remember if this is Ms. Turtle's favorite ink or if it's just like her favorite like orangey / brown / whatever color. But it's definitely a favorite of hers. Loop. Oh, that's so stunning. If you have not, you need to get you some of this. It's a really like calming color, I think. I think it like halos really nicely and stuff too. You won't see that in this writing. But yeah, when I had it in a pen, it looked really pretty. Thank you for that sample. And then we have this one, which I'm very, very, very excited about. It looks like this is a very large sample. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you again. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, dip pen. So pretty. Okay. Oh, not that one. That needs to be cleaned a little bit more. Alright, moment of truth, everybody. What does this ink look like? Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna try to let it do its like cool thing without like having missed a spot. A little bit more just for funsies. I would say it's probably darker than Sydney Lavender, but it's, I don't know. Well, I don't know. We'll see. This needs to dry, but it's doing a lot of cool things that Sydney Lavender does. I feel like it's maybe a little more gray? I don't know. We're going to let it do its thing. It looks a lot like Sydney Lavender, though. Okay. In my humble opinion. Okay, actually, oh no, where, okay, I'll be right back. If only I had some Sydney Lavender to play with. Okay. That was Sydney Lavender. I have another one of these brushes. Not the same brush, it's a different brush. I feel like actually now seeing it on this paper, Opal Mauve might be a little more blue. But we're just gonna do direct swatches right next to each other. And we'll let those dry. So it's still kind of doing its thing. It's still drying. It looks like maybe Sydney Lavender has a little, like a touch more red in it. But they're very, very similar. Very, very similar in my personal opinion. Here is what the cards look like. Even the cards are like super similar. And I was trying to see if like the writing looks different. It looks darker. Maybe? I don't know. They're very similar though. I love it. Okay, I'm getting ink on my fingers. So yeah, what do you guys think? They're very close. Obviously the swatches aren't exactly the same. But yeah. I feel like this might be a touch more red. There might be a little more pink in this one than this one. But hella pretty. Hella pretty. I should get them in a pen and compare them that way. But not right now. But yeah. I don't know though, now that this one's a little more dry, like they just look really close. Like is Sydney Lavender repackaged Opal Mauve? Because Opal Mauve is really hard to come by now. I don't know. But Robert Oster, they do that thing. Excuse me, the heat just kicked on. They do that though, where they have colors that look incredibly similar and are just like, I don't know how they do the formulas, if it's just like a drop or two off of a different color or what, but they do that. where they have really close similar colors. I feel like this looks a little warmer than this one. This might be a little more cool. Maybe this has a touch more red, this has a touch more blue. But yeah. Oh, they're stunning. They're really pretty. If they're not the same ink, they're like really, really close. And then we have Sailor Manyo Kakitsubara. That's what that looks like next to Sunny Lavender. It's definitely more on the blue side. I would call this blue, or like a really light blue-black. A blue-gray, maybe? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. And then we have Moonlight of Higashiyama. And then this was propped up, so this is curling. But then we have Sailor Ink Studio 130. I love this. I love this a whole lot. Again, this is what I wanted Sakura to be. This looks more like a Sakura than what Sakura is. So cool. So I'm going to let this card dry a little more. It needs it. This one needs it too. The rest are good. Yeah, so awesome. Excuse me. Before I go though, I wanted to go ahead and show you my Sarasa Grand. Let me zoom back out. Oh, that is way too far. You have seen all the mess. Yeah, so we have Sarasa Grand. I have the Bordeaux Purple. These come in, this is their vintage Sarasa Grands. It comes in these like retro kind of colors that are really pretty. And I have like the full set of the plastic ones, but I just wanted, it's heavier. I think it's made of brass. It doesn't say. Or if it does, I can't read it. But, yeah, I have another one. You can get some of these at like, not the vintage set, but you can get Sarasa Grands at the grocery store. And it's just, the clip is real nice. It's just a little more like, just a little more classic and like fancy and just a little more sophisticated. So let's go ahead and do a little quick working sample. This is the Sarasa Grand. Ooh, this is really nice. 0.5 is usually, it probably looks thicker than it is because I'm like up close. 0.5 is usually too thin for me. I prefer 0.7, but the Sarasa vintage colors don't come in 0.7. So yeah. But this is an Erin Condren notebook, and this paper is like thick and luscious. So stuff writes really nicely on it. Vintage colors. This is so nice. It's heavy, but it feels nice in the hand, in my personal opinion. I'm sad that I like this as much as I do, because now I really do kind of want to go get the other colors that I want, but yeah, so that is the Bordeaux Purple. What I plan to do is probably use the refill that's in here, and once it's done, I will switch it out for Sarasa Dry inserts, because I might just switch it out for a Sarasa Dry insert anyway, or refill, because those are my favorite pens. My favorite gel pens, the Sarasa Dry. It's even in any size. It's really juicy ink, but it dries really fast. It's supposed to be good for lefties, but I'm a lefty that doesn't like smear a whole lot. So that's like not the reason I got it. That's probably the reason I tried it, but it's not the reason I love it. So yeah, so anyway, so that's that. That's a gorgeous pen. And I'm gonna let you go now. I just realized I have to record my 3rd inks video. I've been messing with everything else. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.